This coin could be the next Hyperliquid, and I'm going to be telling you guys exactly why in today's video. Now, sorry for not posting lately. Let me get this out of the way quickly. I've been very, very busy lately with other projects, so crypto has been, lower on my radar. I've not been, as involved making videos, but I've still had an eye on the market, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a coin that I think could, and, big word here, could, mimic what's been happening with Hyperliquid over the last few weeks. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Please always invest your own risk and do your own research. I'm just telling you guys about the coins and projects I like. So, let's get things started. If you guys haven't seen how well Hyperliquid's been doing over the last month, just look at this chart. We've gone from $40 on Hyperliquid all the way up to $17. It's been even crazier in the last week. You can see here, it's gone from $56 all the way at a peak there to $74. Now, they have been building and building and building lately. Hyperliquid have been releasing features like there's no tomorrow. You can see obviously here, this Twitter user was tweeting out about the prediction markets that Hyperliquid have been doing. You can see you can basically bet on, live events such as the Champions League here, which is very, very, very cool. And definitely something that they're ahead of in terms of their competition. You can see as well with the hype chart, if you look at like the hype / Bitcoin chart on TradingView, it looks very healthy. Let me see if I can get it quick. So you can see here, obviously the Bitcoin chart itself does not look too good. If we place a line there, that is a horrible monthly close and could indicate what's coming in the next month. For Bitcoin though, let's have a look at the hype Bitcoin chart. So you can see here, this chart looks absolutely phenomenal. You can see the exact day it actually broke out, 21st of May here, and ever since then it's just been up and up and up on a parabolic turn up right there. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, although people say obviously Hyperliquid has a good product, it does have a good product, it does have use cases. I think right now this is very, very narrative driven. I think obviously crypto is a very speculative market, and I feel like a lot of things do pump on narratives. So I do want to put that out there. I do definitely think that this is a narrative-based pump, as I think most things are in crypto. And one thing I do want to recommend to you guys, obviously it's not financial advice, but whenever you're buying a crypto or looking at cryptos, you should never get emotionally driven with your trades. You should never get emotionally attached to what you're buying. A lot of people I can see right now are getting very emotionally attached to Hyperliquid. And you get these, LARPs on Twitter that will say, this is the future, this is this and that. I look at everything as an emotionless trade. If you're trading this right now, it's a swing trade, it's nothing more. You don't want to get all emotionally up involved in this because it's not going to end well when it eventually does fall down. But one thing that I do think, and one token I think can mimic this once we see the next bull market, and could be a great accumulation period right now, is ASTER. Now, ASTER is, in simple terms, Binance's answer to Hyperliquid. Now, CZ is behind ASTER. Again, a reason why I do like it and I like the looks of it. CZ's been around in crypto for a very, very long time and is a very well-trusted figure. And I do think we can eventually see a scam pump on this. I genuinely do think when the bull market comes around and this accumulation period, you can see this accumulation here is crazy around, the 67 cents mark around there, basically what it's at now. I think, end of this year, it may, dip, take a big dip, and then bam. I think that's the last dip you'll get on this. And I think this could be a very, very, very enticing thing to look at in the coming years and months. You can see obviously here as well the ASTER site, basically mimicking what I said. It is a Hyperliquid variant. It is, Hyperliquid V2. You can see stocks are also on there. It's basically Hyperliquid, but run by a team that have been very heavily trusted over years and years and years in crypto. Again, another good narrative point. As I mentioned before, crypto is mainly about narratives. The narrative behind ASTER is very, very good once it eventually picks up. And I do think it will with time. It is one of the main things on my radar. And I thought I need to make a video on this because Hyperliquid is doing so well right now, because it's just so closely correlated to Hyperliquid. I do definitely think this is, massive. It's just massively going under the radar, in my opinion. It really, really is. But yeah, I wanted to make this video just, make sure you guys never get, this isn't like a, basically a video of me telling you, do not get emotionally attached to your trades as well. I feel like it's very important to stay very level-headed when you're looking into, trades and trading in this modern crypto world, because people, I see it time and time again, especially in recent years. And ever since the meme coin things, gone on a couple of years ago, the whole crypto space has sort of changed. There's a lot of emotions involved now, a lot of emotions, and it's just something you do not want at all in this space. And also, I want to make a point in this video. Just because I think ASTER is going to do well doesn't mean Hyperliquid is going to do bad. I actually, in fact, think Hyperliquid will be the #1 coin of the next cycle once we hit the bull market top again. But I think ASTER is undervalued, and I think, again, that could be a very good runner. So, Hyperliquid, anyone that is a massive Hyperliquid fan, I also am. Do not get it twisted. I love Hyperliquid, and I love what they're building. I'm just looking for, value and things that could be, very good in the near future for people that obviously haven't caught Hyperliquid. I don't think it's too late for Hyperliquid. I think there will be a dip, a relatively big dip, in the next few months. But I do think it's going to run hard, Hyperliquid. I really do. And I think ASTER is, basically the next best sort of thing after Hyperliquid. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.